Babatunde Jimo Adewale. He's a member of the Federal House of Representatives from Apapa Federal Constituency in Lagos.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you join us this morning.
Thanks so much.
On our program.
Thank you very much.
We have been following and listening keenly about the amendment of the Constitution. And I know that many Nigerians also would like to know more about what is happening. Why was there the need in the first place to amend the Constitution?
Yes, thank you very much. The Nigerians are yearning. They believe that the Constitution written by the military, so probably there is a lot of defects. There's a lot of problems there, so they believe that their representatives should be able to go into it. And people have been making a lot of contributions. I mean, outside people have been making a lot of contributions. And we look at it as a representative of the people, that we have to take the bull by the horn, by at least going to that. And House of Representatives, I'm talking of the National Assembly now, House of Representatives have gone to the 360 federal constituencies to get our people's interest on the amendment of the Constitution. And even we were able to simultaneously, all of our 360 federal constituencies, simultaneously that month, and we were able to get the consent of our people. And by the grace of God, next week Tuesday, according to the will of the people, the wishes of the people, we are going to vote that very day, and definitely Nigerians are going to see the result.
Okay. So when it's amended now, when you now add the views of the people to what is, that's what we call the amendment.
Oh, yeah.
And when it's amended, it will be passed into law automatically?
No, not automatically. So after the matter passed through the National Assembly, so we pass it to the State Assembly, where the 2/3 majority of the State Assembly we have in Nigeria have to pass it before it becomes amended.
That's nationwide, 36 states.
Yes, everybody have to involve.
That's interesting. It's our hope that people are looking at making it better than it was before.
Oh yes, I believe people are they are participating.
Okay, that's very interesting. You know, sometimes when we see a personality of your ilk, we like to clarify issues. We want to know better so that we as the media have a task to educate people, so that where there are gray areas, we can clarify. And this platform is one of the best ways to do so. In the days following up to this time, we've been hearing a lot about some talk about allowing young ladies, who many of us we categorize as children, to marry much older people. And many people are worried because we don't really understand it, and we are of the opinion that with the talk about having girl-child education, this may not be the proper time to focus on them getting married, because many say that education is key to growth of our nation. But tell us, where is the National Assembly on this issue?
Well, thank you very much. You can see, like sometimes last week, the Senate, I think, touched this area, to talk about this area, because I think the area is not that old people to marry younger people, but at least to give out the youth for a marriage. I don't understand. Not anybody can marry anybody.
But this youth going to marry now, you're not asking a 12-year-old boy to marry. You're asking a 12-year-old girl. Is she going to be marrying an 18-year-old boy, a 25-year-old boy? Because in some cases, they become vulnerable and they could marry a 60-year-old. Is that still a boy or a youth, or do we call him a man?
So you see, in the country, we have a multi-religion. There are certain religions that I think prescribe a certain things about marriage. I don't understand. And that religion is look at it that probably. So one have to read deeply. Probably, if a girl child is doing a period for so time, you have to give her out for marriage. I don't know, but nevertheless, Nigeria is a multi-religion nation. I don't understand, and that thing we have to track this softly, and how to discuss it. So it's not law on people. So it's not law on people at all. So it's still there. They are just discussing, and you can see that the floor of the Senate, it caused a lot. In fact, they really discussed it extensively, but still, it's still there. I think it's part of the constitutional amendment, but I think it's still on.
Okay, because people are thinking that in a democracy, it's important to get the view of the nation, on this issue. It is touchy because many of us regard our 12-year-old nieces and sisters as children, and we don't know if at that age they can make reliable assessments of the path that their lives will take. But like you have said, Nigeria, in terms of religion, we have different areas where we belong, where we're more comfortable with, and I'm sure that it will be talked about extensively. At the end, we will do what is in best interest of this country.
Oh yes, definitely. So people are still talking about it. That not been.
So we shouldn't be worried yet.
No, don't be worried. Don't be worried. Nigerians should not be worried. Okay. So they are still discussing.
National Assembly is working for the progress of the country.
Oh yes, for everybody in this country.
Okay, that's great. You are from Apapa Federal Constituency.
Oh yeah.
And oftentimes, even though you are in Abuja, you will look back to the people and the place from where you came and see how you can work for them to also progress and develop. How have you paid particular attention to that?
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, most importantly, the role of legislators in any arms, from the local government to state to federal, one is to make law, very nice representation, then oversight function. That's what I'm saying. So, to represent people is to be very closer to people. Who are the people of your constituency? And also, as we have it in Nigeria now, as at now, the way we are playing our democracy as at now is quite different. We are just starting. You see, people just look at it that there are certain things legislators should not do or cannot do, but they feel that you have to do it. I don't understand. So these are the things I just put together and I'll be doing them at the grace of God. So for instance, representation, I've been representing them very well. If I should say anything wrong, I'll definitely make it at the floor of the house to make sure that at least his solution is being found to it. Then two, the oversight function I used to partake, making law. You can see that I came down to them to find out what their feelings about the amendment, the area we wanted to amend. Then lastly, you see, I have my legislative concern is education. So I served 4 years at the Lagos State House of Assembly, and then I have outfit of RTC, and people have been learning the computer, how to be computer literate, and I'm still doing it now. And apart from that, I gave out GC, I gave JAM at the time. And apart from that, you can see by the grace of God, I am going to give out this within a very short time. I'm still going to give out this. This is
free. It's not for sale.
It's free. So this is past question of for the SS3, at least to be learned from at least the from 1998 to 1988 to 2012. So you see, this will assist a lot for the students in the Apapa Federal Constituency to at least pass their JAMB, pass their GC, pass any exams, even including the works this in attitude. So these are the things. And apart from that, I used to meet the CDC, the CDA, to find out what happened again.
What the challenges are and how you can make a difference.
When you get to my constituency, you see that there are a lot of boreholes. I sank a lot of boreholes. In fact, ICT Center is part of my constituency project. It's already completed. And by the grace of God, the people of my constituency will soon start from there. We soon move from my outfit down there because it's so spacious, so that I'll be able to add another thing. Then apart from that, now, by the grace of part of my constituency project too, is built a very nice and modern classrooms. So I'm going to do that by the grace of God on Monday. The work is going to start in one primary school to build a very modern some classrooms, the staff rooms, and a very fine toilet, even borehole will be there, so that our pupils will be able to learn in conducive environment. So that has been what I've been doing since the inception of my becoming the representative.
Okay, and you've been there for 2 years
yes,
at the federal level.
Yes, at federal
That's
level.
fun. Now you've done this for 2 years. There's still 2 years to go. What else will you do in the next 2 years? Are there other plans for your people?
Oh yeah, I will still continue what I've been doing. This is the part of the next step I've been talking about. And like I said, I love education so much. If you give education, you give everything. Okay. They will rely on it. And apart from that, you see, I have to empower people with the little I have. I don't understand.
When you say empowerment, what do you mean?
The empowerment is for instance, if I should get a freezer for a housewife, definitely it will go a long way for her to be selling certain things. I don't understand. If I should get a sewing machine for a
seamstress
for
or a fashion
that maybe doesn't
designer.
have means of, so it's to empower people.
Okay.
So all these little, even a woman that doesn't have anything to do, if I should be able to offer something like 20,000, okay, go and get bread and be selling. So it's an empowerment. So all this, by the grace of God, I will continue to be doing, and I will continue to be very closer to them, so that at least they will know that somebody is representing them.
And
very,
somebody
very well.
cares.
Yeah.
Education is very key to nation building, and when you educate the people, you educate the nation. We've come to know that when people are idle, then the devil can come prey on them, and they begin to do things that are negative and will impact the country positively. So we're very excited about what you've done so far, and we know that you will continue to do more. But then again, the role of a mentor is very key in youth progress, development, and growth, because we find that oftentimes parents are very busy trying to make a living. So the youths oftentimes maybe are left unguided, aside from the school teachers who sometimes are overwhelmed. There's little parental or adult influence in the lives of our youth, talking about those from the ages of 12 to 18 or 20, when they're secondary school up to when they're university. So I mean, how are you growing young mentors to talk to the younger ones so that they are keen on becoming responsible people? Because education is key, but even while they are there, they need guardians and guidance.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you very much. You see, nothing like parents, no matter. So our parents should be able to have time for their words. You see, who is going to guide your child? Who? Fine. So if you are motherless or fatherless, it's another thing entirely. I don't understand. But if so far you have mother, you have father. The parents are supposed to be a role model. So I don't know. Well, we are trying out what we could to go to schools at times, discuss with children. But still, you will live there. You spend a lot of time with your parents, either absent or present. And that is why the parents should be able to have time for their children. That is how we are going to have better nation. Because the problem we are having here now, as at now, because even the youth, the government, as at now, the attention is not so much to the youth. I will not deceive you. And we have to give attention to them because they are the leaders of tomorrow. So even the children, the small children believe, the youth believe that they are deceiving them by making that statement. But still, we have to continue talking to our parents to guide their words. We have to talk to them. We have to be educating them the importance. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Babatunde Jimoh Adewale, a member of the House of Representatives of Apapa Federal Constituency. Thank you for coming to chat with us on the program this morning. We've been enlightened, we're motivated, we're inspired, and we know more. And we have also performed our duty by talking with you. We've been able to educate the nation, so they now know better the role of a member of the House of Reps and how you're performing that role and duty to the satisfaction of your constituency. Well done, and keep on working.